Hello and welcome to The Update. I'm Talisa Ryder. Peter Dutton has labelled Anthony Albanese as weak and Labor incompetent as he officially kicks off campaigning for the coalition. The Prime Minister will send Australians to the polls on May 3rd after visiting the Governor-General this morning to dissolve Parliament. But the Liberal leader says the country can't afford 3 more years of Labor.
When it comes to the economy, inflation, energy, housing and security, Labor has simply failed to deliver. And unfortunately, Mr Albanese is too weak and Labor is too incompetent to fix the problems that they've created.
Meanwhile, the PM is appealing to voters to give his government a second term, saying he's best placed to navigate uncertain times.
The world today is an uncertain place, but I am absolutely certain of this. Now is not the time for cutting and wrecking, for aiming low, punching down, or looking back. This is a time for building.
Disgraced former police officer Kristian White has avoided jail time over the manslaughter of 95-year-old Clare Nowland. The Cooma nursing home resident died after being tasered by the senior constable in 2023. White has been sentenced to a 2-year community correction order and will be made to perform more than 400 hours of unpaid community service work. Overseas and European leaders have agreed not to ease sanctions on Russia until a peace deal with Ukraine is reached. At a summit in Paris, France and Britain announced they would lead efforts to secure peace in the war-torn country. And King Charles has had to postpone some public engagements after experiencing temporary side effects from ongoing cancer treatment. Buckingham Palace says he required a brief period of observation in hospital, but is now back home at Clarence House. Sport and entertainment are next. In sport, Port Adelaide coach Ken Hinkley has put the blame on his senior players following last night's 12-point loss to Essendon. Round 2 of the AFL season continues tonight with Carlton hosting the Western Bulldogs at Marvel Stadium. The Penrith Panthers have now lost 3 games on the trot, going down to the Rabbitohs 28-18 to kick off round 4 of the NRL. The Premiers mounted a second-half comeback, but with a 28-point deficit at half-time, it was too little, too late. And there's reports the NBL is in talks with several NBA teams, floating the idea of playing pre-season games in Australia. It comes after the New Orleans Pelicans confirmed they'll be heading here in September to play against Melbourne United and South East Melbourne Phoenix. In entertainment news, Beyoncé has missed out on a nomination at the Country Music Awards for her album Cowboy Carter. Luke Combs, Chris Stapleton and Morgan Wallen are the big names getting a nod. The awards will be held on May 8th. Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly have welcomed their first child together just months after announcing their split. Fox taking to Instagram to announce she's given birth to a healthy baby girl. And there's reports actress Sydney Sweeney has called off her wedding to Jonathan Davino. It's allegedly because of tensions in their relationship. Sources say they're committed to working together to sort them out though. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcast newsroom. We'll have another episode of The Update for you later on.